Good morning. Welcome to Books at the Bottom of the Stairs. My name's Lorene. I thought I'd just do a little update on our books adventures. I have some photos that I'm going to share with you in a couple secs, and I have no idea whether I will add anything about book reviews onto this, but we'll see. Keep it kind of tight, I think. So what I have got so far is I'm actually at a stall. Yeah. I have an idea in my head about where I want this all to end up, and so I've started, and there's the ending, which includes 3 new bookshelves that are going to go out into the hallway. And and then I'm thinking, how on earth am I going to actually get from A to Z? So I'm stalling. Let me show you what I've got on the go. Okay, it looks pretty terrible because I've been using the double bed, well, it's a bigger than double bed, for a staging area so that Steve can come up between chores and I say, have you got 5 minutes to think? And he sighs, and then he comes in and he takes a look at the books and he pulls out a couple. Now, actually, we're doing quite well from a book removal point of view. This is the stack of books that's leaving the house, which is astonishing considering how hard Steve hangs on to books. You can see there that we're letting go of 2 series. The Alexander McCall with Moi Ramatswe. We liked the first 4 books, but as the series went on, we got less and less interested, and so the back end of the series is going. And then down below that are the Sylvia Deleuze series by, was it Alan Brady, I think? Can't see from here. Alan Bradley. We liked the first 2, and then again, as the series went on, we just, the fun characters disappeared, and we just stopped enjoying it. And this is a section where the new shelves are going to go. And as you can see, they were like this is existing books that were already piled up. There were shelves there before that we gave to the kids, so it wasn't quite that disastrous, but yeah, so and that's part of my studio. And then, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, but you might as well see it in its entirety. This is the bedroom that has kitchen stuff, dining room stuff, studio stuff. I can't get to my closet or my dresser, so it's just become a tip. Steve can't get to his closet, so these are the series or the publisher collections that we've gathered so far. And they're supposed to go out into the hallway. So theoretically, that little corner will disappear. And these books will eventually go onto a shelf. They are the continuation of this shelf, which is all fiction. Classics, poetry, poems, plays, the Iliad, the Odyssey, and then right about there is where the fiction section starts. And those all have to find homes, go into alphabetical order, and then this is the back end of the alphabet, but those have to join in, and those have to join in, and then the stuff in the hallway have to join in. So, yeah, I'm just kind of stuck. Oh God, there's more over there. All this is nonfiction, and a lot of it we picked up when we were homeschooling. So now the question sort of is, like, how much of this do we really need to hang on to? Because a lot of it's out of date. Oh, and you know that big pile right there? That's all photos. The majority of it is in photo albums. I think that those bottom 3. And the top box there are loose photos, and that box there are loose photos. And Steve's dad passed away, and they're selling the house. And we had boxes that were bigger than that, and about 4 of them, and they were all photo albums, all loose photos, negatives, slides. So we've managed to get it down to this one little box. But I think what we're going to have to do, not this winter, there's too much going on, but next winter, it's definitely going to have to be consolidate photos. And the interesting thing is that when Steve's dad was taking photos, and he always got triplicates of everything. So we would get, or maybe he even got more, because they would keep some and then we would get 2 or 3 copies of everything. So I've already divided a lot of things up between myself and the 2 kids. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of what's in that box is already in the kids' hands. But it's a question of brain space, right? It's just how many decisions can you make about little inteensy-weensy things? And this was my goal for the day. All those books were on the floor over where the photo albums were, because I didn't have a bookshelf in that corner. And these are all Steve's nonfiction sailing books. And so I'm very glad to get those where all the philosophy and stuff was. So that was a nice switcheroo. Well, I'm in the last moments of today. I have got a couple of hours invested in this project, and I'm going to go and wash my hands and face and read a book. So in the corner there is the extension of fiction. And one of the things that's pretty exciting to me is over there, I've added about another 10 books to the books that are heading out the house. So that has not really, well, that's my dressmaker's dummy. She hasn't gone back to her place yet either. There are some books here that I think will probably see, they will probably go out. I think they're books that we've kind of just hung on a bit for sentimental reasons. I managed to shift, oh, it's dark, sorry guys. I managed to shift some books around. So those haven't been sorted. I myself could let all of them go, but I doubt Steve can. And so we've moved the last of the sort of philosophy type books over here. I don't know about that. Those are the history books that I've simply shifted from one side to the other. And I haven't even tackled down there. These are the books that are in my TBR, or books that I don't want to let go of quite yet. That's my fiction pile of books to be read for this year, 2024. And I started a shelf that has all of our comic books. These are not the graphic novels. Graphic novels are downstairs. These are things like Calvin and Hobbes and Charlie Brown and stuff like that. And Steve's nonfiction sailing boat type books. So I think that's a fair amount of success. Oops, sorry about the blinding. Yeah, so I'm feeling happy considering there's still so much to do. Those 3 shelves need to be sorted through, and that shelf down there, and is that it? Nope. There's another one you can't even see. It's behind that disc. So 5 shelves that still need to be sorted through. And then this pile just needs to be reshelved. It's actually being sorted through. It's my middle grade books, my YA books, and some nature writing books. And this whole shelf needs to be sorted through as well. Those are the nature books and middle reader, fiction and nonfiction, and picture books. And it just needs a purge, because as I say, when we were homeschooling, we bought a lot of books that had to do with information for the kids, and they've taken what they want, so they're in their own shelves. So what we've got left here is stuff that nobody, except for way down here, that nobody wants. But those are that shelf and that shelf are the picture books from when the kids were weensy. I'm not going to let those go. I just have to cull. And of course, I haven't even been in this bedroom looking for books. These are books that, anything that's a book in here is a studio book, and they have been culled over the years. I'm pretty sure I know that I want to keep everything. So that's more just returning books down to the studio and finding a shelf for them. There might be 1 or 2 that could take a hike, but yeah, I don't even know where they are. aside from that group, which is really apparent, there's, I don't know, there's more in there. This is Steve's pile of books that he has taken from his shelves at the...
2/3 of it.
2/3 of it,
Well,
he
maybe
says.
half.
They have come from here. And, well, there was a before picture. And so now, what we discovered was that these upper shelves were pulling away from the wall with the weight of the books. So good thing we got around to this task. That would have been something to wake up in the middle of the night with all those books on the floor. Wouldn't that have been something? So the other thing, oh, Steve's, well, big glare, put your sunglasses on. He's putting the curtains back up. The paint's been, or the trim's been painted. And he's also working through all those shelves. So let me see what else is there.
Ceilings.
Oh, he did the ceilings. Oh, and the light got washed.
Whoops.
And let me see. This cupboard we're going to not put books in. We're going to put a lot of his memorabilia. And we're not sure where it's going to go. And then we think shelf is going to go in there. Yeah, so this room is so close to done. That's his drafting desk. It's just a question of toting, lugging, putting back. So that's, I mean, this room, although it's taken multiple days because he's painted the trim and fixed the ceiling and so forth, it's going to look wonderful when it's done. And I don't envy him these books. His hands were pretty sore the other day just from taking them all down and vacuuming them. Now they've got to go back up. Poor old achy hands. This pile of books to be donated has doubled. Woo! And believe it or not, I'm nearly done. That's the corner. All those books are going to go into the new shelves. And sorry for the beds. This pile is the last one to sort through. And well, that shelf is done pretty much. That shelf is done. I didn't realize how many sailing books Steve had. So just all kinds of stuff. So this shelf is all sailing related matter and comics basically, and then more sailing stuff. And then down there are the Volkswagen repair books. And that pile is my, it kills me. It's my pile of books to read, fiction and non-fiction, or some things I have been saving to talk to you guys about. So it's pretty big. I'm crazy. And I have to figure out how I'm going to get through, this. Yeah, I mean, it gets solved in the end, right? You're faced with a seemingly insurmountable problem, and then eventually something becomes clear. So this is the next project, I think probably tomorrow. Well, that's it for this week. It's been a weird video. I hope that hasn't been too disturbing for you. I have some books that I'll actually be speaking about next time. And I don't know when this project will actually be finished, because I don't know when we're going to get to IKEA. And then I don't know when we're going to get the shelves built. And in the meantime, we've got all the other rooms that still need to be paid attention to. So I'm going to take some time away from the book projects and move back to painting trim and furniture and getting rooms set up. So that's it for me this week. I hope all your reading dreams and adventures continue to come true, and that your shelves are delivering you the delights that you would like to see. Bye-bye for now.